Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, hello, it's your buddy Mr. G. We're talking about animation today. We're continuing where we left off. So we started with drawing simple frame by frame animation. We turned that into a flower. We talked about layers in Animate. Let's jump over here to Animate and get into our program here. And we ended off, we actually made a symbol where we turned our face of the flower into a symbol so we would not have to redraw it every time. So just kind of going back into that really quick, let's go ahead and pause our guy here. We're going to go in here a little quicker here. So we made the face a symbol. When we make a symbol, it becomes a reusable asset that we can use again and again, and we won't have to redraw it every time we want to change it. So say like right now our flower is a symbol, you can say we can select it, but the face we made a symbol. The symbol is on its own layer here, and you can see when we select it, when we created a symbol, it's all boxed together, it's not separate. Now we can still edit it. Let's say we want to change the face here, so I'm going to double click on my face and I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, and I'm just going to, let's say we want to change the mouth, and I'm going to click on the mouth here, and we're just going to delete that. We get our brush tool here, and I'm going to get my black again here, and I'm just going to redraw the mouth. We'll just make a little ziggy-zag mouth like this. That's what we want to change our mouth to. So I'll go back up here. You can tell we're editing symbol. We called it FF, and I'm going to go back up here and say back. And now we're back to our general animation. When I zoom out, you can see as I move forward, every instance of that mouth is now changed from the original one to our new drawing. Okay, so moving forward with that, let's go ahead and take the actual entire flower here that's dancing. Let's turn the entire action into a symbol. So if I want to do that, I would grab my top layer. I'm just going to hold shift and grab all my parts of that so they're all highlighted there, and you can see they're highlighted. My box is blue. And then take on the bottom layer, I'm going to right click, I'm going to say convert layers to symbol. And we're going to give this a name. We're going to call it dancing flower. Leave it as a graphic, and we'll say OK. Now you'll see that blue box is around the entire flower here so that we can play it like so. And let's say, let's go here, we'll just pause and we'll go back here and let's move over here. Let's go ahead and duplicate it. Now that we have one flower, because it's a symbol, we can duplicate it, right? So I would go and I would select my asset, my symbol here, and I could go up to edit and duplicate, and that'll give me another one, and you can see I can pull that over here just like that, and now I have two dancing flowers that are exactly the same. Okay, let's go ahead and do that one more time. We're going to go ahead and pause here, back to the beginning, and I'm going to go on this one here. I'm going to hold option and click drag. It'll allow us to just drag one out here. Okay, so that's very cool. Now we got three dancing flowers here. So I got three dancing flowers that I have. Okay, let's change these a little bit just so they don't look identical. It's kind of cool the way they're all dancing in unison. Let's say you wanted to change that. You can change them by taking, let's take like this guy here. Let's pause. And let's take this guy here and let's make him a little different. Okay, if I click on any one of the assets, any one of my symbols, I can come over here in my properties and I click object, and down here in my looping I have an option of which frame I want to start from. So let's say I want to start from frame 3 on this guy, and if I click this guy, we'll say we want this guy to start on frame 6 so that we kind of have some varied motion. So now when I go and play, they all have some kind of a little bit more random motion to them. Excellent. Alright, so let's go here and let's do a couple things here. Let's take this guy back here. Let's bring one guy up here. One guy back here. Okay. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. And let's bring this guy. Let's bring him forward a little bit, and let's just get Q and we'll make him a little bit bigger. Kind of make some space here. Okay. Now let's go, if I go ahead and play this here, and I say play, I've got some move in here, and I only have line, I don't need fills, right? So let's say I want to change my leaves and I want to make some color here. So let's change that. So let's go ahead and pause my animation again, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to go right here, and again I'm going to get my selection tool. I'm just going to double click into a symbol. Okay, let's say I want to change the color of my leaves. I'm going to get my paint bucket tool, and let's fill in one of our leaves in kind of a green here. Escape here. Get on the right thing here. And I want to get my paint bucket. Again, I want to be on my leaves. Get my fill on my tool. I'm in black. I'm just going to grab a green here. And again, I don't want to change the thing. I just want to paint inside of that. And you'll see, once I change one inch of the symbol, all three of the inches of the symbol change altogether. So then when I go and say go back, now I can play this and all three of those have that. Okay? So there we have a way that we can use symbols and duplicate symbols. Okay? We're going to pause right there for that section, and we'll move on to the next thing. So get that done, and we'll move from there. All right, see you in a little bit.